Why pay for PRN when there's a ton of free stuff available? Some people obsess over a specific person or theme that is mostly behind a paywall, and if jacking off to that person/thing is more of a hobby than an interest, then one is way more likely to pay for more. Gotta support local artist, man. I think it makes people more invested in the content. For generic 6, no reason emo. But if you like something specific, and if time is money, it may be worth it to just pay someone, rather than spend hours of your life trying to find it. This is true for me, and I have never paid, lol. I go on Google, look up boob, find billions. This question is shitty. Why pay for cable when you have YouTube? Why pay for a computer when you have libraries? Again, why pay for books if you have libraries? People can spend their money however they want. Don't ask why, just let them do what they want, if they're not hurting anyone. Also, people might want very specific porn, or just want to support sex workers, as pornography can be a very exploitative business. Family discount. I like to see the woman enjoying herself. In most mainstream free stuff, I end up feeling bad for the actress. As the manager of a sex store who has pondered this since I was hired, I finally come to these conclusions as to why people buy porn. There are collectors. Some people really love having physical copies because they have other videos in the same series. Other people just like to have a large stash. The difference in quality between DVDs and internet porn is actually insane. The quality of the overall image is better. There's no ads. It's always a full-length feature instead of a 4 to 8 minute long video. And there's no questionable audio/video sync-ups. It really drives some people crazy when the audio and video don't sync up. A lot of people are still afraid of computer viruses, and a surprising amount of people don't know how to delete browser history. The majority of my customer base for DVDs are men in their 40s and older, so they can't figure out computer stuff super well, and they are my only customers who ever mention being worried about computer viruses from either downloading porn or going to porn sites. If I remember any more reasons, I'll definitely. There is one video out there that I've contemplated buying for years because I can't find a free version. Maybe one day. To get porn that I can enjoy as a woman. No BJ every time. Deep throating where I can hear the woman choke, but she still acts like it's the best thing ever. Or when she nearly comes, and he starts putting his dick in her mouth again. Also, when I look for male stripping, I don't wanna see woman stripping. So yeah, the free pages are alright but not the best. Honestly, if I could find exactly what I wanted, it would well be worth paying. I kind of like some amounts of acting/story while still being pretty explicit, but the current porn stars are not actresses, and decent actresses are certainly not willing to be porn stars. Besides, internet porn stars are worth a lot more than $0. If money started being a part of the process, we'd see quality increase dramatically. It doesn't always have to be tit squeeze, mouth interaction 1, mouth interaction 2, 4x sex positions, finish on face. I would love it if our culture saw porn stars as not in a demeaning profession. Almost all of us watch it, especially from the younger generations. I have heard enough about women who were in porn and suffered from depression and such. They provide a valuable service, emo. Because if no one ever pays for porn, then no new porn will ever be made, and you will have to watch the same midget having sex with the same horse every time. I stopped watching professionally made porn after I got fed up listening to a guy sound like he's trying to shift the world's biggest turd. I mostly agree with you, but I have friends in the porn industry and I feel like they need to be supported. I would hate to not see their movies anymore. The paid stuff is higher quality without 7 billion overlapping watermarks from numerous re-upload to various free sites. Edgerals tell you they'll interact with you. I've never done it, but I don't believe the interaction will be genuine if they juggle a bunch of conversations at the same time. Then there's also the less popular stuff that doesn't make it to free sites, or the little that does make it to free sites isn't good enough. Not just obscure fetishes. Low quality porn studios have a more amateur feel to them. It is the most ethical form of consumption. Right now, there is a crisis in the sex industry because women are fighting against major companies such as Pornhub. Since PH is free and isn't super securely regulated, rape and child pornography can be easily uploaded. Maybe not frequently, but enough for it to be a problem. For one activist in particular, PH ignored her attempts to remove her own childhood rape for months. To this day, they silence what happened. Her name is Rose Kalemba. When you pay for porn, try to support the creators directly. I know OnlyFans is a big meme around here, but supporting sex workers directly is the only way to be 100% sure what you're seeing is consensual and that you're giving back for the service you are taking. There's a lot of comments and I want to reply to most of them because this stuff is important to talk about. But most of what I've been saying is, you are not a bad person for using PH. As long as you're educated on its faults and wanted to improve, you're doing nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with directly supporting sex workers with websites like Of either. Of is not 100% guaranteed to be safe, but the chances of the content being non-consensual is lower due to its verification process. There are some niche/high quality sites that, are worth it. The content on these sites are generally not pieces I can find on Pornhub or the like. The reason I prefer these sites are character and scene development. It's hotter to me generally if there is a reason characters are fucking. I get off to the why as much as the how. So I know I'm super later here, but I thought I'd chime in, since I didn't see this answer yet. I've been noticing a growing number of people who believe that supporting an independent adult content producer is the only ethical way to consume such content, as the adult film industry is laden with abuse and the like. Not to mention that free porn online often does not benefit the actors/actresses that are featured, because the footage is coming from some proprietary source. To support the community, also VR stuff is not very free. Why pay for a book when there's a ton of free ones on Amazon? Why pay for a movie when broadcast channels play them for free? Why pay for a video game when there's plenty of free ones on Steam? Why pay for a gym membership when nature provides everything you need to get in shape? To support sex workers and to support erotic filmmakers. 60% of women are unsatisfied with the porn available for several reasons. The biggest being the objectification of women and the complete lack of any passion. It's just too hot is smashing their uglies together with a girl so falsely having a screaming orgasm the entire time. Because supporting an industry that relies on child abuse, sexual abuse, drug abuse, and has 1,000 #metoo moments a week is inherently immoral. Until there is a union for sex workers that ensures their safety, support content creators who are not pressured or taken advantage of. How can you stroke your dick knowing the girl in the video is being taken advantage of or suffering? The question should be why watch free porn when you know how fucked up it is? I'm a woman and I'd like to see porn that is certain to be safe and ethical, and not wonder if women are trafficked, underage, manipulated, on drugs, coerced into doing things they didn't agree to upfront. It would be interesting to see a section of porn where women are totally in charge of production. Like others said, sometimes I'm looking for porn that is fairly vanilla, and then I see something so disgusting that I lose my lady boner. If it looks like I would be uncomfortable in that position, I do not want to see it even for a moment while scrolling. I never want to see women being treated like objects, abused, etc. Violence against women, even if it's consensual, is a major turn-off, and frankly I don't want to add fuel to the fire with my clicks. Plus, I honestly think it's better to masturbate without relying on porn regularly. It can hinder some people's ability to orgasm when with a partner. It's not really natural. Depictions of sex are very natural and occur in almost every society in history, but the massive information overload and random, sometimes revolting shit really puts me off. I love sex and I want to guard myself against polluting my own mind with weird or creepy shit. Parents, please have conversations with your teenagers about sex, protection, unrealistic or problematic porn, consent and female pleasure. It's more ethical. The free stuff online is sometimes stolen from behind paywalls. Also, any revenue from ads or views only goes to the big companies. Talent doesn't get extra revenue from streams. They only get paid once. Big sites like Pornhub have lots of child porn and revenge porn on there. By paying for porn, the money goes directly to the talent, and they have control over where their content is posted. She went to the trouble of creating a site specifically for me. I'm her only fan, and if I'm that special to her, I'm gonna pay her back by paying her that $50 a month. That makes sure she doesn't have to get a real job or share her body with other Jews. Only a tiny percentage of the most utterly disgusting stuff ever makes it to the free pornosphere. If you want more than just the same 3 videos of a chick slurping turds out of a public toilet, you need to cough up. Because content takes money to create, it's time, effort and jobs. People don't think about it, but the other performers, makeup artists, hair, cameramen and women. Then you have the sets, location scouts etc. Good porn is an expensive thing to produce. It's the same as supporting a YouTuber you like on Patreon, or purchasing a CD, rather than downloading on LimeWire. I know people who were trafficked as children because of the sites that offer the free stuff. Their trauma is still distributed on the sites that offer the free stuff. I can't morally use or support those sites anymore, knowing that they have repeatedly tried to cover up their continued contribution to child sex trafficking. Because mass-produced porn is blah sometimes. You are so starved for intimacy that you want some more personal porn. Like why you hint pov or joy porn got popular. Because men are that starved for intimacy that just hearing a woman's voice talking to them takes the experience to another level. No matter what crazy shit the woman could be saying, it's just the sound of the voice / tone, the intimacy, that will make guys pay. A lot of men are lonely as hell and trying to fill the void with porn. Have you ever just been scrolling, trying to find that one video to nut to, and after maybe 20 minutes of super fucking, you find that one that's just made right? The girl, or guy if that's your thing, looks just right, the angles are good, the guy, or, again, girl, if that's your preference. Whoever you don't wanna hear, is quiet enough, but also effective at their part. Maybe there's also a theme you like in there that adds to the enjoyment. Not only would you likely want to encourage the continuation of those videos, but perhaps you'd like to skip that time spent sifting through the garbage to get to this gem. Also, while that 2-minute clip may have led you to nut, for maybe $5 to $10, you could get the whole 20-minute session with a bunch of shit you're missing. There truly is immense value to be found in patronizing porn stars. They help you beat your meat, help them put meat on the table. First of all, paid sites like OnlyFans allow the model to work on their own time. They also own their content and have copyright on it. Plus you know that they're doing what they do because they want to and not because they're being forced / manipulated to. Sites like Pornhub have been known to allow rape videos to stay up because they're getting views. Maya Khalifa was paid less than $13K for her videos that she did, and then the company who essentially manipulated her into signing away her rights made millions, if not billions off of those same videos. Models in mainstream porn are regularly taken advantage of and given long confusing contracts to sign which essentially take away their rights to their own content. They're also taken advantage of to film scenes they may not have wanted to / felt comfortable filming. These sites are also a lot easier to become desensitized from, since you can click down a rabbit hole for hours getting more and more extreme content every click. This can easily cause porn addiction. The only way to get ethical porn is to pay for it. Sites like Pornhub are responsible for child trafficking, revenge porn and many other horrific crimes. Pornhub refuses to delete videos of girls, often underage, being raped, despite multiple complaints from victims. Boycott Pornhub. We should pay for porn. We should legalize sex work. Give the power to the women and men in videos, and who are selling their bodies, so they can do their work safely. Just look at weed. Is it hurting anyone having it legalized? Not really. Significantly less people in prison. Went off script a little here, but yeah, you should pay for porn. That being said, I don't pay for a lot right now. I paid for a lot more about 10 years ago, but recently I don't like paid content as much. I probably pay between $50 to $100 a year I'm not sure if I have paid for anything this year though. Because good kink stuff is actually expensive. High quality bonded stuff with attractive actresses is actually harder to come by the news. I haven't, but I have considered it for a while. Maybe just long enough to download some good ones. From someone who gets paid for porn, it's mainly because the person is offering an itch kink. B. They're a specific body type that you don't really see on free porn. C. You're getting customized porn. For example, free porn is generic, whereas pay-to-play porn is more just for you and feels personal. Such as, say you're called John, you're into feet and you like saggy natural boobs on tall white women. You find a seller who encompasses all that and will moan your name while massaging cream into their feet and looking directly into the camera. It feels more real and apparently makes it a lot hotter when you know that they've done this video or those pictures and only you will ever see them.